Hi, gorgeous, beautiful souls. I am Lady Stars on Fire. And this is your weekly healing messages for, let's say for the day of Halloween, October 31st through, I think it's like November 7th. Now, some of you, if you've been following me for a while, you may notice this path that I'm on. And just kind of be in memory of the conversation that I had on one of the weekly healing messages a couple months ago. Because I was on this path asking you, see, I go wherever Spirit directs me to go. It's just that simple. Spirit brought me back to where I did that video. And I was asking you, are you on the right path? Are you courageous enough to be on the right path? Or is it time to redirect yourself and get on the right path? See, and I think it's funny because the way the energy is coming right now is so direct, yet mischievous. I mean, we are dealing with Halloween being tomorrow, so in a way that makes sense. And the reason I say that is look at the path. It's almost covered. I mean, it's there, but it's also almost covered. So are you able to really understand if you're going the right direction or the wrong? Are you looking at the path incorrectly? Because you're actually viewing it as a path, as a roadmap. Spirit's funny. Doesn't work quite like that. It has everything to do with soulfulness, with the depths of self and trusting your intuition, trusting your higher knowledge, your higher wisdom. Mercury goes retrograde tomorrow. And that makes us get on this whole path thing, looking at it like, well, you know, I'm in deeper conversation with myself, and am I confused? Am I overthinking? Am I overanalyzing? And yes, when Mercury goes retrograde, we always go into a reevaluation state. We go into a little bit more self-centered state. We go into a little bit of a narcissistic state because of that self-centeredness. But that's not because we are narcissistic. That's because our communication system is only talking to us. Now in Scorpio, it's speaking to us about reincarnating us. I've been saying, reintroducing that inner alpha, bringing that inner alpha into a new strength, a new ability, a new path, a new direction, strengthening the alpha and starting all over again. Mercury in retrograde this time is about self-centeredness so that you can learn to love yourself right. Okay? By understanding what you reevaluate and what you are wondering about in your head that didn't work out and why it didn't work out. It's not an option of go down that path again. Hell no. This is about learning how to love yourself right by seeing through the mistakes of where you didn't in the past, for resurrection, for purpose, for destiny, for truth, for soulfulness, for depth. This is so much more than authenticity. You can be authentic and still have no purpose. You can be authentic and still not figured out what you want in life. This is getting so far deep into the heart and soul of who and what we are that the path no longer looks the same. Because we're listening to soulfulness. We're listening to spirit. We're listening to our own inner knowing, our own higher selves, and that connection with oneness. And then redesigning the alpha from within to do exactly what it is the alpha was put here to do. And each one of you are an alpha. But only you know. Only you know what's resonating with your soul. and if you have the courage to rise above the material path and into the soulful one. Jupiter is coming out of its shadow. I have been saying ever since the beginning of Jupiter entering Sagittarius that Jupiter in Sagittarius is the higher self telling you what in the world you are not getting right in that connection with the higher self. Well, you're down to it just came out of shadow. It just crossed Sirius, which is karma, the threefold theory, and teaching you what you neglect or nurture about your true soulfulness, about your higher self, about getting in touch with your own oneness. And you only have 1 month left because it moves into Capricorn on December 3rd. So it has exactly 1 month. Let's understand this. Jupiter is viewed as Zeus. Thunderbolts and lightning, baby. You are a part of the lightning, even if you don't know that you are. You have lightning in you. I have been saying since day one, got lightning. This is your inner Zeus, your inner higher power, your inner thunderbolt going, okay, it's time to make moves. And I'm ready to start making the decisions, and I've reassessed all of this, and now Sirius just jumped over top of me, slapping me around, making me realize where I've been nurturing and where I've been neglecting issues with that higher self energy. I can't say enough times, babe, got lightning. Be connected to your oneness, to your soulfulness, to your truth. Jupiter is like Zeus, like I said, but let's look at it in a different point of view. You know how everybody is always talking about Mama's home? You know, Mother Earth, she's home and she's pissed off. Well, let's just say Daddy's home. He's been away. He's been doing a lot of work, trying to work on everything for the family, keep the family healthy. And he's finally got home and he wants to know where the fuck his big piece of chicken is. And why isn't it here? Why haven't we done the part we're supposed to do here at home, our soulfulness, to get it right so that I got my big piece of chicken? He's saying, where have you looked outwardly and you haven't looked inwardly? Because he only has a month left to make sure you got through your thick head how to connect with that higher source, that higher self, and how to properly nurture it and stop neglecting it and stop looking out there for the answers. Stop pointing out there for what's kept you from being you. Time to take responsibility and make dinner. Now you got Neptune at the end of the month on the 27th, which is going to go direct. It's been in retrograde with Lilith next to it. I couldn't tell you how much this has to do with your sacral chakra. Lilith is the dark energy. She is your dark inner sexual temptress that's asking you why and where won't you allow your fire to burn for you. Neptune is magic, baby. In retrograde. Going towards Saturn. Rules, walls, and boundaries. Neptune is also our 12th house. It's in Pisces with Lilith. Asking us where we are still holding on to resentment that caused grief, sorrow, shame, blame, embarrassment. And where we are imprisoning ourselves. So where are we staying on the path? Because we can't find the path. Where are we still looking three-dimensional for the path instead of soulfully? Neptune has a twist to him. Neptune is deep emotional depths of your skeletons in your closet. Asking Saturn, help me figure out what the rules, walls, and boundaries are to get me right. So when I go direct on the 27th, I can create magic, not ill-willed magic. Neptune is where magic fantasy smacks you in the face with harsh reality. It's where the confusion of illusion or delusion comes into play. It's where we hold on to nostalgia for all the wrong reasons. Because we want to believe what we thought we wanted to. We want to look back at something and think that it was better than it was. So we recreate it and tell ourselves the lie over and over and over again. Stop! Stop creating ill magic. There is no room to distort the facts anymore. There is no room to distort the facts and tell yourself the lies anymore. You have Sirius moving in on the 19th. And with Capricorn, Saturn and Pluto, before Jupiter gets there, bringing karma to the outer community, to your outer social foundation. Are you ready? Baby, that's all I can say. Are you ready? Because there's no room to distort the facts anymore. Everything you know that you need to know has been brought to surface. Everything that's telling you how to soulfully connect and what the hell you need to get away from is shown itself. Will you stay on the path because you can't find it? Or will you start listening within and doing what you were meant to do? Because destiny's calling, babe. I love you. Bye.